Do you know that Supernature track by Syringe? The lyrics were apparently written by a young Lena Lovitch. I did not know that. Is that true? So I'm going to be carrying that around in my head in case it's a piece of factual information and I ever need to trot that one out in a fashionable company. Thank you very much, Clive. That's Orange Juice from a session recorded for David Jensen's programme on Radio 1 back in April 1982. Orange Juice. I can't help myself.
Music.
This is BBC Radio 6 Music.
BBC News, a review into maternity failures at the Shrewsbury and Telford Trust over an 18-year period has found that mothers were sometimes blamed for their baby's death and that women were denied appropriate care. The Trust has now been given 27 changes to implement, with a further 7 recommendations for all maternity units in England. Donna Ockenden is a former senior midwife who led the review.
We believe in the importance of this review. I will be honest, there have been days where I've met family after family and I'm with them privately in Shrewsbury, where I have sat down and cried, because as a fellow human being, you can't do anything other than that.
President of England's Royal College of Surgeons has said that waiting times for routine operations are a national crisis. The number of patients waiting more than a year for things such as hip replacements is now 100 times higher than it was before the coronavirus pandemic. There were nearly 163,000 people on the waiting list in October. In February, that figure was just 1,600. The government in Wales has announced secondary schools and colleges will close and students will be taught online for the last week of the current term. The measure is in response to rising coronavirus infections. Primary schools will remain fully open. The European Commission has published contingency plans in case there's no post-Brexit deal with the UK. The measures include ensuring planes and lorries can keep moving between the EU and the UK. Both sides say they'll decide on Sunday whether negotiations are worth continuing. On his way into an EU summit in Brussels, the Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven was downbeat about the chances of a deal.
I'm a bit more gloomy today, as far as I can hear. There's no progress made the recent days. It's problematic, of course, so that is a huge challenge.
Police in England and Wales are offering cash to people who hand in weapons, including knives, knuckle dusters and rifles. The items are banned under the Offensive Weapons Act, which comes into force next year. That's the 6 Music News. The next update's at 5:30.
6 Music.
For radio, music and podcasts.
Listen to 6 Music anywhere on the BBC Sounds app.
Stunts by the Arctic Monkeys is possibly the song you've written down for today's national anthem, and it isn't. It's quite possibly a better suggestion, given that's the star of today's anthem story. One Eddie Kidd did go on to be a double, didn't he? Doing the stunts in a series, at least 3 Bond movies. I think he was the stunt double for Dalton, Brosnan, and Roger Moore, I think, to start with. Anyway, that's good. Put that in the pile. I'd like Motorbike by Sheep on Drugs for today's national anthem. And I reckon you would too, Sativa in Bristol. I mean, I've got a soft spot for it. Eva, who's making rainbow glass Christmas trees, thank you for taking time off from that to get in touch. And thank you also, Ian in sunny Southampton. I think Radiohead's High and Dry from the Bends album is about that very Eddie Kidd incident. Could be wrong though. It's happened before. Thank you, Ian. To be honest, I'm not sure it is. I did see it. I did see somebody try and claim that song's about Evel Knievel though. With a song, something we can play in about 15 minutes time, just before we get to 5. Today in 1979, stuntman Eddie Kidd accomplished a death-defying motorcycle leap in Malden in Essex. He completed the feat in front of a group of spectators, a large crowd at the viaducts on the River Blackwater. After he'd come back down to earth, allegedly the daredevil, once he regained his breath, said, well, I never want to do a jump like that again. That's the spirit. A song for Eddie Kidd. Fly Like an Eagle by Steve Miller Band, says Russ in Brighton. P.S. Am I first? You were just first. Yeah, just ahead of Tommy in West Yorkshire with the first of 1 or 2 suggestions for Van Halen's Jump. That's a few people have got it with Jump as an idea. Adrian in Bristol is the song which you've written down. I've written down a suggestion of my own, which we'll see if anyone comes up with. It wasn't Leader of the Pack by the Shangri-Las, so Adrian in Bristol, but again, that's a good idea. Kids by the Pretenders, Mike Johnson, amongst the people who mentioned that. Motorbike Beat by the Revillos, Stephen Chesterfield. The band who grew out of the Rosillos, of course, the Revillos. Thank you, Steve. Kamikaze by the Boys from a similar era. Lawn in Cheltenham. Johnny Kidd and the Pilot, Shaking the Logo, Mark Barron in Waterlooville. Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra, Jill in Portishead. 1979 by Smashing Pumpkins. Given it happened in 79, I think Jude in Dalston. And this kit ticks a couple of boxes, says Colin Liverpool. How about Silver Dream Machine by David Essex? ideas for today's anthem, what it could be. 64046 at BBC 6 Music on Twitter.